How do you know when a program or a coach is the right one for you? That's what I want to share with you today. That's what I want to talk about. And I want to do story time and tell you how I chose my very first group program to join, the results that I got, and how I ensured that I was going to get those results so that you can learn what you can do to replace your income as well, right? We want to be smart about this. So how do you know when a group program or a coach is right for you? How do you make that choice, and how did I? So if we haven't met yet, my name is Christine McAllister. I am the founder of Life with Passion. I'm a business coach for high achievers who want to replace their incomes and quit and stay out of the 9-to-5 world. And I'm the author of the #1 bestseller, The Income Replacement Formula, 7 Simple Steps to Doing What You Love and Making 6 Figures from Anywhere. And today we are here to talk about how to ensure you're lining up the right support for you to replace that income as fast as possible. And I'm coming to you today from beautiful Rockport, Massachusetts, on the far east coast of the state, in this beautiful B&B that you can see behind me. I'm looking out on the rocky shore and the crashing waves and all these beautiful cottages. And I'm going to take a minute out for my trip to come and share this important information with you, because I think it's super important to be clear and strategic whenever you're making this kind of a decision, but also to know the role that intuition plays. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I want you to say hi, and if you feel like it, tell me where you are watching from, if you're watching live or on the replay, so that I can say hi back. So back when I joined my very first group program, to be honest, I probably wasn't even as self-aware as a lot of you are watching. I didn't even know a thing about coaching. I didn't know anything about group programs. I had never even been in a Facebook group before. This was a few years ago, so things have changed a little bit since then. But I wasn't at all aware of this world. I was very hyper aware, though, that I had a problem. What was my problem, you ask? I was feeling super burnt out in my business. I was feeling super burnt out in my business. I was feeling like no matter how hard I worked, I couldn't figure out a way to make more money. And I really wanted to make more money. And I didn't know what I was doing wrong. So that was the mindset that I had, and my overwhelming pain or problem that I had right before I joined my first group program. So I knew I wanted more. I knew I wanted something different. I knew I wanted to make more money. I knew I wanted to do that on my own terms. And I was looking around at other people doing that, and I felt like I was beating my head against the wall. Have you ever been there? What happened next was I was aware that I had this problem. And so one day I just came across, via the magic of the internet, this coach online. And she was talking about the results that she had gotten for herself in her business and the results that she had gotten for her clients or helped her clients to get. And I was just intuitively drawn to her branding and to her message and the way that she talked. And I wanted to know more. It was as simple as that. I liked the way that she was talking. I liked what she had to say. And so I decided to find out more about her, right? I decided to get her free training. I decided to, do a little bit of stalking and learn more about her. So she was on my radar when she opened up her group program. But again, I didn't know anything about what a group program even was, how it worked, what it did. Zip. I just knew I liked her. I felt drawn to her. I liked, her, like I said, her branding, her marketing, and the results she'd gotten for herself, and the life that she was living, and the way that she helped her other clients. So when she opened up this group program, I was like a complete newbie, and I was really freaked out. I was really, really freaked out because I had no idea how this would work. I just knew I was drawn to it. I just knew I thought it would be something really good for me. But I had never spent any money on myself. I had never invested in myself other than like buying a book here and there, but most of the time I was going to the library and getting them for free. Anybody else? Since college and grad school. Now, I had spent massive amounts of money on myself in college and grad school. Anybody else? But I believe the thing that I think most of us believe when we get out of school, oh, well, now I have the degree. Now I know everything I need to know to be able to go and have a successful career. Even though at that point, I didn't have the life or the career that I wanted. I was burnt out, but I was believing this myth that like, you should stop investing in yourself because now you have the degree and now you're qualified and blah, 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 right? It's a very common myth in our culture. So when the opportunity came to work with this coach, I was hearing these crazy thoughts of fear in my head that I was calling practical, right? Like, don't spend that kind of money on yourself. Who does that? Who are you to do that? This is crazy. How are you going to make it back? How are you going to ensure that you get results? This is stupid. Like, what is your husband going to think? He's going to think it's crazy. Like, how do you even begin to have that conversation with him? Like, all of that stuff just racing through my mind and causing me all kinds of anxiety and stress and fear. So what did I do? I called up my dad, because my dad has been a right-hand man for several different entrepreneurs during his career. That's kind of been his thing, is he was brought in by entrepreneurs who like either weren't enjoying their businesses anymore or really wanted to take it to the next level, or their business needed fixing. And so that's taken him from small businesses, multi-million-dollar businesses, and then all the way up to working with somebody who's a billionaire and being his right hand. And so he's seen the same patterns at every level. And also, you know, he's somebody who really cheers me on in my entrepreneurial endeavors. And I felt like I could trust to give me like a good strategic answer, because I was wondering, okay, do I like pull up a million tabs and just like Google business coach, you know, pull up a million tabs and compare all these offerings and try to like strategically sort through like, well, this program offers this and this program offers this and this, you know, and sort it all out that way, right? Like a pros and cons list, something like very strategic, research-based, right? Do I don't know, ask for testimonials? How do I handle this, right? So I call him up and I'm like, all right, he's going to help me sort this through. He's going to give me something really tangible to walk away with. Like, he's going to give me some great to-do items. What he actually said was something completely different than I expected. What he said was, Christine, the most important thing is that you choose somebody you feel like you can learn from. And I was like, say what? Because it was so not what I was expecting him to say. The most important thing is that you choose somebody you can learn from. And I said, why? And he said, because that's the very thing that's going to open you up to actually being able to learn from and implement them and trust them and take their coaching and run with it. And honestly, that was such a sigh of relief for me, because it meant, hey, guess what? You're an intuitive, sensitive person. It kind of gave me permission to listen to my intuition from somebody who was much more experienced when it came to working with all different types of entrepreneurs, right? That turned out to be so, so, so true for me. Because, of course, as you know, the story is going, even though it was terrifying for me at the time, I invested in that first group coaching program. And within 3 weeks, my business income had tripled. I had renewed my passion and excitement for it. And within 8 weeks, I had booked my husband and I tickets to Europe for our dream trip to London and Italy. And we were looking at our dream house, or looking for our dream house, which we now live in. This is the B&B, but dream house where I normally share from. It happened so fast, I think I might still have whiplash. But it happened because I listened to my intuition and gave myself permission to invest in myself in a way that I never had, to get results I had never gotten. Does that make sense? Hi, Melissa. Hi, Celia. I want to share with you this article that I quote in my book because I came across it and I think it's so impactful, and you can read the full thing on medium.com. It's by the top writer on medium.com. He is an expert in productivity. He's an expert on the habits that make you a millionaire. He is an expert on how to win at life. He's a best-selling author. His name is Benjamin P. Hardy. And I came across this article that he wrote called Want to Become a Multimillionaire? Do These 14 Things Immediately. So you can look that up if you want on medium.com. But the number one thing that he says that you should do if you want to become a multimillionaire, which is very countercultural, is to invest at least 10% of your income in yourself. Now, I'm a big believer in giving back. I have a give back portion of my business, and something that my husband and I do every month is donate. However, this is a different 10% than the one you normally hear about. Invest 10%, at least 10% of your income in yourself. Here's a direct quote from the article. If you don't pay for something, you rarely pay attention. Most people want stuff that's free, but if you get something for free, you rarely prize that thing. You rarely take it seriously. How much do you invest in yourself? How committed are you to yourself? If you aren't investing in yourself, then you don't have any skin in the game of your own life. Whoa. When it comes to self-improvement, investing 10% of your income on yourself will yield a 100x or more return on that investment. For every dollar you spend on your education, skills, and relationships, you'll get at least $100 back in return. That's a pretty good ROI. If you want to do something extremely well, you need to surround yourself with the right mentors. Anything that you'll ever do well will be the result of high-quality mentoring. If you suck at something, it's because you haven't received quality mentoring in that thing. The best relationships are the ones where you pay your mentor. Often the more you pay, the better, because you'll take the relationship far more seriously. You won't solely be taking in that relationship. You won't purely be a consumer. Instead, you'll be invested, and as such, you'll listen more carefully. You'll care more. You'll be more thoughtful and engaged. There will be higher consequences for not succeeding. How much money and time do you spend on entertainment, clothes, or food? It's a matter of priority. It's only when you invest in something that you have the motivation to make it happen. Your level of success can generally be directly measured by your level of investment. If you're not getting the results you want, it's because you haven't invested enough to get those results. Your number one investment must be yourself. Whoa! It's like, oh my gosh, takes you back a little bit, right? So that would be my question for you. Are you investing in yourself? Are you investing at least 10% of your income in yourself to get that 100 times ROI on every dollar that you spend? Because here's the thing, there is no greater and more important asset or system or structure or whatever that you could invest in your business than yourself. Because you are the one making every decision in the business. And that might sound kind of obvious, but I think a lot of times we think, oh, I just need to pay someone thousands of dollars to have a better website, or I just need to design the perfect opt-in or run some ads or whatever. But like, how much are you investing in yourself? Because that's what entrepreneurs do. That is how to think like an entrepreneur. Are you investing at least 10% of your income in yourself? Are you doing that with somebody you feel like you can learn from? That's how I chose my first group program. How do you ensure you get results? You Ask yourself, does the coach have the results that I want? Number one. Does she have them for herself? Is she congruent with what she's teaching? Number two, has she helped others to get those same results that I want? Does she know how to transfer her knowledge to other people and help them achieve their own results? Number three, do I believe I can learn from her? If the answer to those three things are yes, then when you know you're ready to show up for yourself in a big way, even if it feels scary, you can trust yourself. You can trust yourself. I believe you can trust yourself because you know you're going to show up for it fully. And the next question, of course, is going to be, well, how is this going to work? Well, that's what you learn with the right mentor. That's the journey itself. That's what you're paying for, or to learn the hows, right? And to develop yourself into the kind of person who's capable of becoming that successful income replacing entrepreneur. What questions do you have for me about this? This is such an important topic, and I really want you to get it. If you feel like the answer to those three questions, did this coach have the results I want? Has she helped others get it? And do I believe I can learn from her? If you feel like the answer to those three things is yes when it comes to me and the work that I do to help high achievers replace their income, then there has never been a better time to work with me than right now because of what you're going to get inside the Income Replacement Formula Live. I've really designed this program to be a lot of personal individual support from me at a group, not even a group coaching price, at a digital course price, like a self-study course from one of the big, gurus, right? Is what I see a lot is someone charging $2,000 for a course that's not even going to be, it might be dripped out in an automated way to help you move through working it, but you don't get any individual attention. This is what a lot of the people, if you sign up for like a big webinar or whatever, are offering. And frankly, the results or what I've included in this program, which is over $12,000 worth of value, people are writing me being like, you really included a lot of value in this program for this price. It's great. Are you going to offer it again? Because now's not the right time for me. I would say two things to that. Number one, I don't have plans to offer it again. And number two, if I do, the price will go up because it is such a good value. And the results that people get when they work with me, like over 75% of them quitting their jobs and like a bunch of people coming to me in jobs already or out of jobs already and never having to go back, right? Not even counted in that 75%. Those are real. And I don't know any other coach who can say that. This is what happens when you invest at least 10% of your income in yourself. And also, I want you to know that the Income Replacement Formula Live is a super smart investment. If you're looking for a way to be supported at a very high touch level, you get a weekly call live with me every week where you can ask your question, get it answered, apply it to your own business. And then between calls, you get weekly office hours where you can pop into our private Facebook group and ask me another question and I will answer it for you. So you are fully supported in addition to the weekly modules that you get to walk you through building a sustainable business, in addition to the 8 guest experts I have who range from successful newer entrepreneurs to 7-figure entrepreneurs on all of the topics I feel like you are going to be even more supported by learning because they're all experts in their field, right? So from really tactical things on creating emails and content that convert, creating an engaged email list if you want, to more mindset pieces like how to learn to think like an entrepreneur, right? And how to transform your relationship with money and how to build the exact freedom lifestyle that you want, and a bunch more, how to legally protect your business, right? I have a lawyer for entrepreneurs coming in. She's awesome. I would say this is the best time to work with me and the least expensive way to work with me. This is the first time I've run this program in a year. The demand is high. And also, we're capping the number of participants. So there are limited spots available. And if you're watching this live, it's a great time to join because you get instant access or quick access. We'll email them over to you right after you join, to the early bird specials, which you can actually dive in and work on this weekend and throughout until the cart closes. But they're designed for you to set yourself up for really fast success even before the program starts. My two most popular self-study courses, the Business Basics Bootcamp, which is designed to help you lay a solid foundation for your business, even from like deciding or recommitting to that business idea, all the way through setting up the systems and structures of your payment processor and all those things so you can welcome in paying clients and customers right away, and Know Your Niche, which is designed to help you recognize exactly who you're already qualified to help and create some messaging and marketing around them or for them, and develop your confidence in exactly why you're capable of serving them right now. Typically, someone will get, there's 5 short lessons in it. They'll get 1 lesson in and send me an email like, oh my gosh, Christine, my mind is blown. I'm already so qualified. This is amazing, right? And that's the point. It's to help you see the possibilities. Plus, you get a bonus orientation call, which is going to be smaller for being a fast action taker and for being an early bird, just with the early birds, which is so, so, so fun. Plus, you get a one-on-one coaching call with me, which are normally only reserved for my private VIP one-on-one clients who pay me $7,500 to work with me, or $1,500 a month, which is the full price of this amazing group program, which is going to take you all the way through the end of the year and provide you with so, so, so much support to replace your income. So if you know you want to join before the early bird bonuses end on Monday, which if you're thinking about join before the early bird bonuses end on Monday. And if you're thinking about join now so you have the weekend to dive in and work on this stuff. Even if you only have a half hour this weekend, it's going to set you up for so much success. If you're thinking about joining, don't wait till the last minute when those bonuses are gone, right? Get the one-on-one call with me, get the Business Basics Bootcamp, get the Know Your Niche, and get that bonus orientation call. That's like a whole program in itself right there, right? In addition to what you're going to get inside the program itself. So you can join at lifewithpassion.com/income replacement live, all one word, income replacement live. And if you have any questions, I want to answer them for you. I have one. I see one here from Crystal. My clients are parents and kids. I'm very hesitant to get a coach in the dance world because I'm not a typical studio owner. So I'm not looking to do what everyone else is doing, but nervous about hiring someone in my industry. Crystal, do you mean I'm nervous about hiring someone out of my industry? I would say that it's more important to have somebody who you feel like you can learn from, as opposed to somebody who is already super niched down in their industry, especially if they're not doing it the way that you want to do it. What's the point? Because you know all they're going to do is try to teach you exactly what has worked for them, which is exactly what they're doing, right? So if they don't have the results that you want, meaning their business doesn't look the way that you want, don't hire them just because they're in your industry. Hire somebody who you feel like is going to help make you more successful being you and doing you and helping live your life and create your business in the exact way you want to on your terms. That's the person that you're looking for. And obviously that's something that I do because I work with clients in so many different industries, because this is my 4th business. I don't only work with coaches, right? Because I know a lot about a lot of different industries. I've been an entrepreneur full-time since 2010. And I had a side hustle starting in 2005. So I've seen a lot of things come and go. I've seen a lot of different types of industries. When I was in online marketing, I worked with clients all over the country in different industries. I help them generate high dollar leads. And so I get online marketing in various industries. So I think like the thing that I would say is you want to pick somebody who you really feel like is going to support you and your personality and your dreams and the way you want to build your business, and not try to put you in the box of, oh, when you join my program, you'll go through a blah, 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 right? You want to look for somebody who is going to support you as an entrepreneur, and you're aligning to a business model that works for you, not just the standard one. Does that make sense? You can let me know if you have any questions, or tag me if you have one later. Beautiful. So to wrap up, income replacement formula live, early bird bonus. Early bird bonuses worth, I think, like $1,300 plus, so almost the cost of the entire program itself. End on Monday. If you know you want in, join today so that you can get access to those bonuses and start working on the self-study stuff right away. Set yourself up for super fast success and get that bonus orientation call. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be powerful. And you get a one-on-one call with me to fast track your results during the program. So you have questions, drop them below. Feel free to PM me. I'm going to go have breakfast at our little B&B, and then we're going to go explore this beautiful town you see behind me in the painting, Rockport, Massachusetts. I look forward to your comments, questions, and to seeing you inside the Income Replacement Formula Live. Bye.